every time we open these doors and I see these familiar faces, I am just in shock and in awe of what God is doing here. Because here's the thing, we're not perfect. We have messy things that happen in our church. And think about it, what other institution do you go to where it flashes the sign, under construction, we look like a mess, far from perfect, and you keep coming back? It blows my mind. Because what keeps you here? You know, when I was a full-time student in Louisville during my seminary days, I thought I found the perfect job as a full-time student. It was a front desk associate job at the Legacy Hotel, or so I thought it was perfect. Here's the thing, though. It started out great. I was doing my front desk duties, and when I could finally kind of study, after I got done with my work, I could knock out all my schoolwork. I thought, hey, this is great. Little did I know, this hotel was once a dorm room and had a lot, let's just call it character instead of problems. So I'd be hounded just from like 8 to 3 every day or 3 to 11 every day with complaints about AC issues. Why don't y'all do breakfast? Housekeeping did not clean my room. The coffee machine is broke. I don't like Starbucks. The room was not expected of what I got. My shower is not producing hot water. This room smells like mold, and a lot of them did. So I quickly learned that the hotel I worked at was not a 5-star experience. We were closer to a motel where the AC had one setting, off. The coffee tasted like mystery brew every day. And the only thing guaranteed hot in the shower was the argument with a front desk employee. And so I quickly learned at the Legacy, my job was an improv job. And really, the one rule the hotel managers gave you was this. If people come down to complain, whatever you do, don't give them a refund if they are mad. They told us, we as managers, we will do that last resort. You know, me thinking naturally, I'll just ask my manager, say, okay, well, how can I offer to help if I can't get a refund? And they would tell me, well, make them just feel seen and heard, and, if push comes to shove, offer them a free Coke out of the vending machine. Huh. So needless to say, whenever the hotel you're staying at, the Wi-Fi's not working, you're taking cold showers, there's a smell in the room, and you come down the lobby screaming because you're rightfully angry, and I can't move you because we're full that night, and you're rightfully demanding a refund, you know the last thing you want to hear in that moment? How does a free Coke sound instead? Needless to say, I learned the hard way, that doesn't work. They're closer to jumping over the desk to fight me rather than walk away happy with a Coke. But here's the thing, to be honest with you, would you stay if the glue that's supposed to hold you there is a fountain drink? Under construction, far from perfect, maintenance required. I think some days the church doesn't feel too far removed from the painting of the Legacy Motel. But I don't want you to lose heart in that. Because many times it looks that way because Jesus has grouped imperfect people together that he's healing until he comes back. Because the church has never been a hotel of luxury. The church is a hospital for those who know they're sick and in need, and sometimes it can be chaotic, but there is healing happening there. I unashamedly tell people when they want to join our church, we are not a perfect church. We are flawed people there. Many days we struggle. But the offer I have for you to stay through the mess, through the construction, through the chaos, if you know who's at the center of this church, if you know who the glue is, if you know who the cornerstone that you sung about this morning, if you know who is keeping and protecting the church, I ask you to stay and worship with us. Through the church, not just ours, all over the world it can look shaky, but I can promise you it will not crack, it will not crumble, it will never be destroyed. What does it say in verse 18? I will build my church. I will do it because the church belongs to him. Oh, he will build us. Rest good tonight. Sleep so good tonight to know that Jesus is building his church. There's nothing more precious and constant in all the turmoil that happens in this earth. Kingdoms pass away, don't they? Wars happen. Pandemics hit. Long-standing businesses go out. Families can divide. And even the gates of hell could open up, but it would be powerless to take the Lord's church from him. Oh, that's the promise. If Christ has said it, you better believe, take it to the bank that it's going to happen. And he's going to get his church, and one day he will perfect his church.